Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to our humble Soviet Republic, nestled deep, seemingly, in the middle of nowhere. Distant Ashkakal continues to grow more and more prosperous, and with the infrastructure planning we did last session, we should today be able to expand further down towards Al-Ibrashna, and further towards Ashkakal's establishment as a proper metropolitan city. What's more, if all goes according to plan, we should even be able to expand across the river and start extracting oil. Folks, I am extremely excited for this session. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot to do, so without further ado, let's get this party started. As always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving those likes and comments down below. As always, they make a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, so if you want more workers and resources, hit that like button, leave a comment, and feel free to ask any questions, share any thoughts, provide any feedback, or any other just general ideas you might have with regards to our run. I enjoy reading the creative writing, the storytelling, the propaganda pieces. All that stuff makes the comments so extremely fun to read through. Anyway, folks, like I said, we've got the infrastructure in place here, more or less. We're about to get some additional infrastructure done up over here. Oh, wow, holy crap, they already got this done. They built that very fast, my goodness. Ah, the effectiveness of our glorious nation, folks. My goodness, when did that actually get done? Fair enough. Up over here, this will still take some time, and then this will take some time further. And once all that's done, we'll go ahead and establish the connections over here as well. Let's get our switch in place. This can just be a regular kind of medium voltage switch. Don't need to overdo it. Flip it around this way and place you where? Well, it depends on where we want this redundancy to be, right? So we want this electrical substation to cover this brick factory because, as you'll recall, this electrical substation is seeing capacity issues. It's just being drained in far too many directions. So we're going to go ahead and provide some relief by providing power to the brick factory and to the sewage loading and unloading building here as well. And of course, again, this substation down over here will provide some relief by providing extra power to some of these buildings as well. And yes, this school that currently does not have any power. It'll be okay. But yes, back over here, folks, let's go ahead and get our electrical substation established where? I mean, right about here seems okay. Don't need to overdo it. We can flatten the train a little bit. We've got a water substation right there, so popping it right next to that feels good. That'll get us coverage everywhere we need it. Go ahead and flatten away. Pop you down, and yes, there's two electrical substations right next to each other, but that is entirely intentional. Again, this is all about redundancies, and I think the plan is to eventually establish additional factories in this general area. We're going to have a clothing factory, we're going to have, I mean, maybe a fabric factory, maybe a chemical factory, who knows, The world is our oyster. There's plenty of room to work with, so, you know, we'll play it by ear, but point is, we want to do more here than I think I was initially planning. That is not a nice gap, so let's go ahead and make this a bit neater. There we go. That looks nice to me. Let's go ahead and hook you up like so, and let's go ahead and hook you up like so. Beautiful. Yeah, those lines are straight enough. Go ahead and batch start all this construction. Again, I'm not too fussed now about our construction offices being distracted or anything like that. So yeah, let's let them make progress as they choose. This is done over here. I would have prioritized this one, but hey, it's all good. It'll be done soon enough, and connection and power will resume to the gravel processing plant. And we'll keep an eye out for the movement of the stone and all that good stuff. If I maybe need another dumper or something, but we'll keep an eye out for it. Up over here, meanwhile, how are we looking? Is this almost done? All right, it's getting its last few half tons of bricks and boards and steel. So we should be almost done here. We'll get some workers coming through. And again, once this is done, we'll go ahead and upgrade this road into a gravel road, and then we can start establishing some of the additional housing here as well. I think it's just going to be a straight line of housing, nothing too complicated on this side. Same thing on this side. There's no reason to like overdo it or get up to anything particularly wild. We'll get some additional fields and stuff as well. Obviously, we want to provide all of those basic necessities still. We don't want to lose sight of those. But otherwise, hopefully we'll be okay in terms of the provision of water as well. Yeah, we should have a decent reach from this substation, but we do have a switch in the area, so if we need another substation, we can absolutely establish that. And let's not forget, of course, this entire process over here, by which we are sending water up to a switch over here, from where we will go ahead and move move water to, well, Ashkakal itself proper, because this right now we're relying on imported water, and that's just a waste of money. I'd like to stop doing that as soon as possible, if possible. Over here, yeah, just waiting for workers now. That's looking good. And I can't recall if I've addressed this already or not, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but it was pointed out to me in the comments that the big water well does in fact need workers. Yep, I'm aware of that, but thank you for flagging it nonetheless. It's good just to make sure I'm not missing something, like I've said before. But yeah, I don't have an issue with that. I'm hoping that what we can ultimately do is get additional workers living in this area. They'll go to this bus stop over here. They'll get picked up, taken to the brick factory, the gravel processing plant, down to the water well, and then back up to this bus stop. We might want to build a bit of a connection up over here or something to make that a bit more of a reasonable path, but I think we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm not in a rush to do that. We'll add a few more buses to this bus line to make the flow of workers a bit more, well, fluid, I guess, and that should do the trick for the time being. Looks like no brownouts or anything, which is nice to see. And up over here, how are we looking in terms of production? We have coal. Oh, we got plenty of coal. Hang on. Do we have too much coal? I mean, I guess you can't have too much coal, right? Right now we're just using it to produce bricks. Eventually we'll get the coal power plant up and running as well, and that'll just help that'll drain all this coal. That'll help drain this coal, is what I was going to say. Apart from that, by the way, on the topic of the coal power plant, I want to address very quickly another comment I saw with regards to preventing the interruption of power when we're doing an adjustment like we did last time. And the suggestion was with regards to putting down like a wind turbine or something temporarily, just to provide some relief as the change is happening. And that is absolutely the right approach, I would say. The only thing is that we, of course, need to get some research done in order to actually put down the small or big wind power plants. But yes, that's a great way to kind of avoid the momentary loss of power that we had and the damage that it did to our overall happiness. Now, what's good is we're on the way up again, so that's nice to see, because we were down at 68%. Previously, we were up at 72, so hopefully this upward trend continues and we get back into the low 70s and hopefully the mid 70s and then maybe the 80s and maybe the 90s. We'll see. We'll see. Dream big, right? Dream big. Anyway, back on task. Are we almost done here? Where is this vehicle full of workers? Nowhere to be seen. They're probably distracted elsewhere. Let's double time it. Going a bit too slowly over here right now. My apologies. But as that's happening, let's also continue the construction up over here. How much time do I want to spend waiting? Oh, you know what? Let's not rush the construction up over here. Let's let the well and stuff get built first. And we, of course, also want to get the housing going soon, too, and the road upgrades. There's plenty to do. There's no reason to get particularly hasty, especially with water supply to a couple of factories. We'll be okay. We'll be A-okay. I hope I don't regret these connections that I've made over here. I might, knowing my luck, I'm eventually going to want another switch in the area. But we have so many outputs now. We have so many outputs now. I should not be hurting for additional switches. What I am hurting for, though, is the completion of this little connection here, because once we have that, we'll see this receive power, and all will be well as far as the school is concerned, and as far as the overload on this substation as well. All right, looking good, feeling good. Let's, yeah, just waiting for this to get done. Almost, we're almost there. Beautiful. I can start planning in the meantime. I don't think there's any reason why I can't. Let's go ahead and take a look at our options here. I like the large flats as long as they actually can fit. A bit of flattening. I might be able to get a bit closer. Would be nice. I want to be able to walk all the way to the, of course, bus stop, to the school, the hospital, the kindergarten, entertainment. We've got power, we've got water, we've got sewage, so that's looking real good. Go ahead and flatten you. Can I move a little bit closer? Oh yeah. That looks lined up-ish. Can't build you to infrastructure. Alright, let's see if we can't do a bit of terraforming over here. Again, like I said last session, I don't want to overdo the terraforming. I'm okay doing like bits and pieces of terraforming, but I don't want to overdo it because that feels a little unrealistic for the scale of nation that we are, you know? So let's see if that does the trick for us. Go ahead and large building down. It looks like it might. Yep, looks like it does. Close enough, I would say. All right. So you've got access to everything. Of course, as I put these down, the construction orders will be given. I'll go ahead and suspend right away. Or I can just connect via the sidewalk, and then that'll allow the construction to continue while the road is being upgraded as well, which isn't a terrible idea. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and pop you down, trying to figure out which sewage tank to connect to. Can I get a bit further up? No. Right. Down you go. Go ahead and suspend construction for the time being. This will all get upgraded. Where's my sidewalk? Build this footpath up like so. Well, see, what I kind of want to do is get a footpath going like all the way behind these buildings. Let's see how this works, or if it'll even fit. Like if I do something like this, let's say, and eventually we'll want to, like, again, follow the curve over here, right? Do this kind of a thing. We'll see how that goes. Might need to pull this back a little bit, actually. Yeah, just a touch. Like so. But if I do that, and then I connect you like so, if I tighten this up a little bit, then, I mean, the construction vehicles have a bit further to go, but it's kind of nice because then we can have all these houses connect to the back road over here, and maybe we get some parks or something back here. I don't know. We'll see, but it looks like a nice kind of a thing. It looks nice. There's the foundation of our 5-year plan. It kind of looks nice. Anyway, back to the residential areas. I just want to see how this lays out, and then we can get the construction going. Get another large one over here. Probably not going to fit. Yep, no surprise. So a medium one should fit, hopefully. Build you to infrastructure. So a small one then, I guess. The small one fits how many people? 20 workers. I mean, that's tiny. That is tiny. Alright, what if I... Oh, you know what? You know what this is begging for? Let's see if this works. This is begging for this kind of a layout. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Alright, game. Have it your way. Now, what are we able to reach? We're able to reach pretty much everything, I think. Right? We can get to the school, the kindergarten, the hospital, the bus stop. We can't get to the theater, it looks like. Oh yeah, if we go there. Wonder if we upgrade the road, we should have reach to the theater as well. So that should be good. All right. Flatten this down a little bit. Love to be lined up, but there's no guarantees that'll happen. Oh yeah, there we go. Something like that. Sure, okay, alright. I'd like this to be upgraded footpaths. There we go. Construction is happening. Let's see if we can't get... Can this come up through the middle here? Yes, it can. Alright, so what I would like to do is bring you over like so, bring you over like so, connect you like this, connect you like this. That's not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. And then what can we do over here? So these guys should hopefully have access to the football fields and stuff as well. Yeah, some of them. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I want more football fields, but do I want them here or do I want them here? Like create a little like area back there, you know? Ah, okay, yeah, maybe we do that. Maybe we do that. But what does the housing situation look like over here? Do we get another large facing the other way? Right? This is way too close. That's not gonna fly. Almost certainly not gonna fly. Or maybe it will. Let's see. Let's see. If I pop you down like this, what are you able to reach? Are you really able to reach all that? No way. Just through those sidewalks? That's wild. All right. That's not bad at all. Try and line you up nicely there. Yeah. Theater, school, kindergarten, bus stop. That looks great. Again, it won't be perfectly lined up, But I told myself I'm not going to care too much about that, and this is me trying to stay true to my word there. Question is, do I want the road pointing inwards? No. No, I don't. Alright. Pop you down. There. How does the road look over here, though? Like, does this continue on downwards like so? Asking these rhetorical questions. I think the answer to that is a resounding yes. When this road continues on down this way, we might need to do a bit of flattening here. Might need to do more than a bit of flattening. This must be like Dune City. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and raise the train a little bit over here. Go ahead and smooth things out a bit. I mean, that's obviously not going to fly. Let's see how that looks if we flatten things a bit, because that was a little much, I think. It's kind of a thing. I don't mind this being a bit of a slope. That's fine, but that was too much that we were looking at there. All right. Smooth this out a little bit. Come back down afterwards, basically. How is this looking? It might be fine. Okay. Let's see what this does. Let's see what this does for us. So I can get you up to about here. Any further and we get into trouble. Go ahead and smooth this out a bit. No, I know we're close to perfection here. Like that. I say perfection, obviously I say it loosely. Sides are too steep. See if we can smooth this out a little bit. Like so, perhaps. Let's see what this does. Bring you down like so. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a drop. But I don't mind that, actually. I don't mind that. That feels reasonable. And you get a nice view from your hilltop home. Alright, back to these sidewalks. This was going to continue down to here. Too steep of a descent. Fair. Fair, I suppose. Could I... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Beauty. This can hook up like this. I mean, not that we need it to. But it can. And you are able to, yeah, reach everything. That's crazy. All right, cool. Fantastic. Road connection is there as well. Are we... Let's suspend construction for the time being. Suspend construction here as well. Let this get done first. Slowly but surely. Needs 3 work days, but no one's willing to come down here and actually do the work. Fair enough. Where are you headed, buddy? Just dropping off some resources here. Fair enough, because we didn't suspend construction quickly enough. That's okay. So this is kind of nice. This is kind of nice. Let's go ahead and see if we can't, first of all, turn our attention to this bridge. Yeah, still a ways to go. Fair enough. And then turn our attention down to this. Looks like the sewage tank is done. Excellent. And are you getting power now as well? No, you're still not getting power. What's up with that? This thing hasn't been completed. Got construction offices assigned. I guess it's just taking some time for people to get here and get the job done. Okay, fair enough. Not that much further away now. This needs to be built as well. Alright, people will come through quickly enough. Sure. Down over here. This needs a road connection. Right. Glad I checked. Glad I checked. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Trying to figure out like the most inoffensive way to connect this thing to these spaces. I'm thinking something like this, because we're not going to use this space for anything, I assume. I hope. Let's do that, and then hook you up like this. Too sharp of a turn, it says. That can't be right. There you go. Nice and easy. Let's go ahead and nix that, nix that. Cool. Yeah, that works for me. And this should hopefully be built soon. Yeah, excellent. All right. Acceptable distractions. I think those were essential to get done. Back to our work over here. We need to meet citizens' needs for sport. Do I want like a pool or something? Holy crap, this is huge. But it could fit. Oh man, are we gonna make an indoor pool? 90 visitors. The sheer opulence. The sheer opulence of putting a pool down in the middle of the desert, right? Perhaps a sports hall? Nah, this is too big. That won't fit. That won't fit. Perhaps a massive sports hall? Also won't fit. But boy, it's tempting. These are some DLC items that I have that are tempting as well. But no, we won't dive into DLC just quite yet. An outdoor swimming pool. Now that is pure hubris. We will definitely put outdoor swimming pools down at some point. Okay, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at here, seriously? 1 worker, 22 visitors versus an outdoor or an indoor pool. 18 workers, 90 visitors, all tourists though, right? Locals should be able to come as well though, if I'm not mistaken. The football fields just make so much more sense. The football fields, the tennis courts. All right. Let's live within our means. I'm gonna go ahead and get a footpath here though. Like so. That feels right. And that's mainly so that I can replicate this on this side. Closely enough. There you go. Beauty. And now let's see what'll actually fit here. I might need to shift this over a little bit. If so, that's fine. But I might be able to put down these fields. Again, if I wanted it to be perfect, this is what I would do. Not saying that I want it to be perfect, but if I wanted it to be perfect, I would get rid of that, and then I would try and fit it a bit closer. And then I'd learn that I can't actually do it because of how the connections up over there are working. Can I? Yeah, okay, maybe I can do that. And then I'd be able to do this, and then I'd be able to do this. And that's only if I wanted to fix this and make it perfect, obviously. I'm not saying I do, but if I did. Anyway, back to our football fields. Yes, we can pop these down. Thought I saw... Oh yeah, okay. Just had to nudge it over a bit. So let's see, if I pop you down... Can I fit you like this? No, too big. What about the tennis court? Kind of a similar deal. I can fit them down like this. Okay, so pop a football field down over here. Another one down over here. And I don't think I have enough room for a tennis court. Just shy. Just shy. I might be able to fit one. I think I just have to be, like, go a little bit further up and, like, make some funky paths, I think, unfortunately. We'll pop you down there. Football field. Down over here, sure. And... Really? That doesn't seem right. But I mean, I get... Oh, no, there you go. Alright, cool. So that should provide... Sorry, that took a second, but we got there in the end. That should provide sports access for everybody in the area. Hopefully it'll be sufficient. And make this connection as well. You don't have to. I can leave this open. That's fine. Road connection, we'll work on that afterwards. First, I want to go ahead and make this into a gravel road. Right? Yep. And, yep, let's get to work over here. All this into gravel. This doesn't need to be gravel. This can stay dirt for the time being, but this I definitely want to make gravel. And eventually when we upgrade to asphalt, we won't need to bring the gravel back in. It's fine working on its own. Now this cop car just came back. Oh, hello. We've got some crimes. All right, cops are getting to work. Missing a courthouse, so we're gonna have to, now that we actually have some crimes that we've caught people committing, we're gonna have to actually get the rest of the justice system up and running as well. Christ. So courthouse, You just get a small courthouse, I guess, close to the police station. I would like access to water. Do these guys not have access to water? They do. Okay, so they're like right at the edge of access to water. Where do we go? State infrastructure. Courthouse small. Have you off the main road, I guess? Yeah, this is kind of becoming a downtown core kind of an area, I guess, isn't it? Sewage, power, water. That should cover all of our basic needs. Got access to people as well, within walking distance. Yeah, sure. Bit of room for the sidewalks over there, I think. And that should do the trick. All right, awesome, cool, very cool. Hopefully the construction offices, you know what? Ooh. Right, we got to get this road built first. Fair enough, fair enough. We'll follow due process. That's what we do around these parts. Due process. Law and order, Soviet Republic up in here. Okay, this is exciting. But yes, let's turn our attention back over here. This is being built. I think we're good to get this all going. So that these housing units can be built while this road is being built. Let's go ahead and, yeah. Batch start construction. First, let's just do a quick check. Water, sewage, power. Right. This one I was a bit nervous about. So water, sewage, power, and water, sewage, and power. We should be good. Cool. Batch start construction. This entire area. Let's get to work. Yeah, let's do it. Very excited for that. And let's actually go ahead and demolish this thing. This thing's sitting here pointlessly. It's creating an extra line that looks like a connection, but it's not actually. So yes, let's demolish you. And underground, let's go ahead and demolish these guys as well. There you go. And it was pointed out to me actually that I should perhaps get an extra garbage truck over here, because typically a demolition project will result in 3 different kinds of garbage afterwards. So you might as well have the 3 trucks so they all go out at the same time, rather than what happened last session, which was we had 2 go out and then 1 had to go out again afterwards, right? So this should work out nicely. All right, looks like this switch is there, but it is without power supply. Why is that? Are we not... You're getting power. You're getting power. Oh, do we not have a connection here? Ah, Christ. All right. An easy fix. There you go. Build, please. Thank you. Once that's done, we'll have this full thing connected, all hooked up. Excellent. Excellent. Another thing that was asked in the comments was with regards to the oil pumps. Don't they need power? They absolutely do. And that's one of the reasons why I got these switches in place, because now what we can do is we can go ahead and pull a line from, let's say, here, for example, and take it across. In theory, take it across. Obviously, we'd have to dance around the roads and all that good stuff, but we're able to do that. I'm wondering if I want to do it above ground. Probably yes. I don't think I want to do it underground. What I'll do is pull the line out, maybe establish a switch somewhere over here, and then continue onwards, because then we can expand further if need be. Just trying to, again, plan ahead a little bit. Meanwhile, over here, this water switch, yeah, you can still keep going. All right, very well. This will be interesting to reevaluate once all this is up and running, to figure out exactly how we want to connect it. We got to get power down here as well. So again, these switches, going to come in handy. Though again, down here, I'm almost tempted to pull an additional line from Al-Balutakia. I'll pull it down to here, get a substation, get a switch, pull more power down to Alibrashna, and more power over to here. That might be what we do. Again, I'm not in a super rush to get all this up and running, right? Being cognizant of how much money it's going to cost us, especially because of the long pipes. But we can get this happening, and we can get this happening. And once some of those houses are built, perhaps we'll consider getting all this up and running, because only then will we have enough workers to properly supply everything along the route, alongside the weight, in terms of the bus coming back and picking more people up. I think that'll be okay. Wish they would prioritize some of these sidewalks. This thing's been prioritized as opposed to this housing unit over here, which is completely reasonable, obviously. Try and do that. Go ahead and upgrade these roads as well. No reason why they shouldn't be upgraded. I forgot if I want to wait for that truck to bring that excavator back somewhere else or what. And for this to dump whatever resources it's carrying, just because it's already here. Oh, that's going to the construction site for the sidewalk. Yeah, let's upgrade this as well. Okay, it's because I switched priorities over here. Good. Good, good, good. Still wild to me that we can get so far. It's crazy what gravel roads can do, huh? Alright, this section's been completed. Excellent. Progress is being made. Look at that. Local construction workers coming through to build the courthouse. God, we need a lot of resources. I cannot wait for the oil to start flowing. What's the deal over here? 92% completed. These guys working hard with their handheld rollers to get the road flattened and smooth. And Christ, this is going to take forever. Actually, it's going pretty quickly. 95%. God damn it, I spoke too soon. Not too shabby, though. Not too shabby. Almost done. Almost done. And when it is done, I'm going to have to, like I said, upgrade this road, make a bypass and all that good stuff. But we'll be okay. Now, the water tower is maybe being a little overwhelmed with water. Maybe I overdid it, but that's fine. And down over here, we've got to be exporting these bricks, right? We've got so many bricks. We got so much coal. We can definitely move faster. We can definitely move these goods faster. I mean, the temptation now is to not use these distribution offices and instead get like a dedicated truck to move bricks out. The other option, well, for that I'd have to do research to get a proper distribution office up and running to send these goods out. And how bad could it be if I get myself a truck? Maybe 2 dedicated trucks? Because they're not going to listen to limits and stuff like that. They're not going to pay attention to the 30% limit and this, that, and the other thing. They're just going to keep hauling bricks. But I think we're able to do that. Let's go ahead and buy, I guess 10 tons of bricks at a time, 6,000. I mean, it'll take a couple of shipments for each of these trucks to pay themselves off, but I think it's worthwhile. Let's go with the yellow color. I think that's fitting for bricks. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and buy a couple of you. And again, we can always reassign those vehicles somewhere else once we get the distribution offices up and running properly and all that good stuff. Right, you know what I need to do? I need to tell people where to get gravel. That's what I need to do. We should now be getting gravel from up over here. And hopefully that'll be enough if I check gravel. Yes, you have 119 tons available too. Is this all up and running? No, still not. Still waiting for this connection to be built. I just need a couple of workers. It'll be done soon enough, hopefully. But yeah, well, let's go ahead and move some of this gravel over as well, actually. So these guys, still the ones bringing gravel as well. Right, that's what that is. Do not unload it at this aggregate storage. In fact, load it from here. Same thing for you. Where's the aggregate storage? Oh, I guess you don't actually do that. You, aggregate storage. Yep, load please, gravel. And for both of them, we're going to have to clean this up, by the way. We're going to have to clean this up once all this messy reorganization is done. But I want you to drop gravel off over here. And stay above 30%. Yep, that's what we want. You as well. Drop gravel off over here. Stay above 30%. That should keep us looking good. These guys come through and like... Well, they should instantly pick up gravel. Like, it should be very quick now. What's up with you, buddy? Why are you caught in this loop? Oh, you know what? Crap. We need power. Right. We need power. Oh no. Alright, what are we looking at over here? How long until these workers come through? One of these construction offices has got to have workers headed over. Right, of course the conveyor belt needs power. Got too cocky there for a second. Where else could these buses possibly be going? Let's go ahead and prioritize this. There you go. Once that gets done, we should be okay. Meanwhile, up over here, oh yeah, look at that. I mean, this is good progress. This done. I left this section as dirt road, by the way, so that this could be built still without having to wait for the roads to be completed. So this is good. Where are you taking this excavator? To a different footpath? Somewhere else. Alright, as all that's happening, there's one thing I've been meaning to do for a while here, so why don't we go ahead and do it. I was thinking it might be nice to close this plaza off like that. Start getting that kind of classic look, right? Like that feels pretty good, I think. Some of these roads need upgrading. I wonder if I can't get footpath connections and then upgrade these roads. What are we gonna do? Sure. Hook you up like so. Hook you up and hook you up like so. Then I should be able to get... Well, now I'm wondering if I shouldn't do these as asphalt. Kind of one and done, you know? Let's go ahead and gravel. Because these will be short anyway. Especially this one over here. Because it'll blend more nicely, I think. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. People should still be able to reach this. Sewage tank is overflowing. Really? What's up with that? Are we not emptying quickly enough? I guess not. Alright, fair enough. Let's go ahead and get ourselves an additional... garbage trucks. Sewage truck. I guess I was buying them over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and buy... a pair of you just to keep it up. Meanwhile, these guys, let's go ahead and get you picking up bricks from over here and dropping them off over here. So unload bricks, load bricks, load up to 100%. Yeah, 10 tons at a time. That sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and view line details and rename this the Ashkakal Albalutakia brick export line. Pretty self-explanatory. Save that. Go ahead and set it to this vehicle as well. Go ahead and launch them at roughly the same time, I guess, ish, sort of. You're out and you're out. Sure, good enough, I think. And we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how much, how many bricks we're able to kind of hold on to. But yeah, waiting for the sewage trucks to come through because we did not stay on top of that distribution. Meanwhile, down over here, it's nice to see the dumpers actually come out and use this road. It's just cool to see it all in action. And I don't have to upgrade this road because God knows we're not staying on top of coal consumption. In fact, I could probably stop the import of coal for quite some time and we'd be just fine. Oh, I'm using regular vehicles. I'm not using the distribution office to do so. Oh, actually, we're under 400k now. Maybe I should consider... Nah, we're fine. I'm sure we're fine. Alright, here we go. You. You. Set line to this vehicle and to this vehicle. Let's go. Where is this guy? Getting gas, obviously. When I go to check in on you. What about you? Also getting gas? Alright, so we are working as quickly as possible, but that's obviously not quickly enough right now. We're backed up. Glad I checked. Alright, not as bad right now, it seems. No, still will be a problem. Alright, we're working on it, we're working on it. And what's the deal up over here? Ooh, would you look at that? Bridge is done. We'll come back to revisit this in the morning so we can actually see it in all its glory. But, oh, looks like the morning's about to come. See the shadows shifting. Look how, like, quiet and beautiful it looks right now. Pretty soon, rapid industrialization is going to completely change this landscape. Going to completely change this landscape. All right, the sun is a ways away, it seems. What isn't a ways away are these pump jacks. Let's go ahead and assign as many construction offices as possible. You know what am I doing here? Where is the construction office assignment tool? Go ahead and make the set. Assign these construction sites. There you go. That should do the trick if it works like it used to. Yes, indeed it does. Beautiful. After hours of doing it inefficiently, I think it's finally time to do it efficiently. But yes, there it is. Beautiful bridge to our source of infinite wealth, hopefully. It's so simple, so unassuming. The bridge to riches. God, it's beautiful. Gonna be changing real soon. Alright, what are we looking at? Yeah, still a little nervous about the financial situation, but hey, we'll be fine. If we need loans, we'll get loans. Sewage is still backed up. See how long that keeps up. If we need even more sewage trucks, which is very possible. It does here for us. You come through, you immediately get filled up. Another truck comes through. 2 trucks at a time isn't enough. Meanwhile, we have our first fire that we're actually going to be able to put out, hopefully. Oh my goodness, it is a gravel processing plant. And it's quite a ways away. Fire trucks are en route. Yeah, you can see them off in the distance there. Beautiful. Now, the fire's come a pretty long way. It's at about 30%. Nah, the fire trucks are going to make it. That's fine. But, really an indicator of maybe needing to upgrade some of these roads. Yeah, in we go. Yeah, beautiful. This shouldn't be a problem. Good stuff. Brick factory off in the distance. They're a little jealous of the size of the smoke. Beautiful. Beautiful. And do we have power coming through finally? Yes, we do have power coming through. And so that means that those vehicles were able to get their gravel and go. Which is great. Now hopefully we also see quarried stone moving a bit more smoothly here. Now why aren't you actually going to pick some up? I guess this was topped up. Or the other truck is already on its way. Hang on a second. We'll keep an eye on this. What are you meant to maintain? Try 70%. See if that does the trick. Is this guy just gonna head right back out? Yes, he is. Okay, fair enough. Maybe that's why. Alright, that's okay. That's a-okay. Down over here, yeah, we've got these sidewalks built up, some local workers coming through to get some work done. We've got some resources on the construction site too. This excavator looks like it's coming through. Indeed it is. Yeah, beautiful. Slowly gonna start chipping away, hopefully. Missing some asphalt, actually. Alright, that'll come through quickly enough. And then up over here, we've got an excavator. Excellent. And wow, quite a few resources. No, okay. I thought those were already on the construction site. I was like, wow, that's fast. No. Not just quite yet, but we got our excavators in place, so that's good. Speed time up again. I mean, this expansion feels really quite nice. Not exactly what I had in mind when I initially made this extension, but I don't mind it. Curious what I want to put down over here and what I want to do over here. The other thing I'm wondering is, do I want to get Ashkakal connected by rail? And if so, where does that train station go? Yeah, I really quite like this covered gravel look. This road still hasn't been built yet? Are you for real? God damn. Guess the resources haven't even been brought over yet. Alright. Still servicing the people, though. Yeah, garbage. Trucks are maybe not coming through quickly enough. Where is our technical office? You're not able to use the sidewalk? Ooh. That's not great. Alright. High priority this then. Interesting. A lot of service vehicles are able to use the sidewalks, but I guess the garbage trucks can't. So let's get this thing built ASAP. Very well. But yeah, as I was saying, I quite like the look of this thing. Once that's cleaned up, it'll be quite nice. The sidewalks will hopefully... upgrading these will slow things down a little bit. Hey, look at that. That got done nice and easy. Beautiful. This had a lot of garbage as well. If I take a look at our technical office... Yeah, we're now able to reach here. Okay, fair enough. So that should do the trick. We'll keep an eye on it. We were at like 190%, weren't we? Now we're at 122, 123. So I think the garbage trucks are able to come here now. Okay, wonderful. But yeah, so this isn't exactly what I had planned. I'm trying to figure out, like, as we continue, do I want to taper this off over here? You know, what do we do in this central area that's parallel-ish? It's not perfectly parallel. You can see it just slightly diverges, but I'm not going to let that bother me. But I'm curious, like, what do we do over here? A lot of parks? Do we put a train station down over here? Oh, do we do, like, a subway, like a metro? Because we can. We don't have to do any research or anything. Metro station. Oh. Okay. I mean, you want to talk about making a downtown core? Having a train station isn't a terrible idea. Okay, alright, something to think about. Maybe instead of a pilgrimage bus, it's a pilgrimage train. Oh, I mean, that's kind of nice, right next to the bus platform. It'll fit nicely. It'll provide easy access to the downtown core over here. Okay, you know what? Oh, these ground stations are even smaller. Even the large one's tiny. That's the large train station, that's huge. Okay, interesting. So I've got some options over here in terms of how I want to get some connectivity going. Something to think about. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If we should put the train station down over here, I mean, the options there, if Ashkahal is in fact going to become a huge city, and it feels like it is. I feel like it's going to be a city that, like, consumes Alibrashna. Like this, Alibrashna is a satellite city to Ashkahal. It started off the other way around, but I think Alibrashna is going to be consumed by our expansion down this way, and it is quite cool to see. I was hoping we'd see slightly faster progress, but we're doing okay. Doing okay. Now, what's the deal here? Yeah, 76% trash, so that's good. Oh, and of course, as I'm talking about the train connections, that a new tram becomes available, which is also very tempting. All right, you, buddy, are you getting workers coming through? No, we're getting some gravel coming through? Okay, and then we should get some workers, hopefully. It'd be nice if some of the local workers would just go in and finish the job. We just need 16 workdays worth of effort here. But we're okay. Alright, maybe it's time to get the water substations and stuff all working as well. Alright, let's go ahead and assign construction offices. You... Oh, right, we don't have connections. Go the mudfoot path over here. Connect you like so. Connect you like so. Hey, we didn't lose the trees. Excellent. And hopefully the construction offices will auto-assign themselves. No, they won't. Not a problem. 1 and 2. And eventually we'll get up over here as well. Let's get you going. Sure, why not? Cool. Beauty. Now I wonder if I shouldn't get the... Well, what else? What other infrastructure should I get moving over here? We should get the substation coming in over here. We should get the asphalt road built up over here as well. How do I build the bypass is the question. And take you right out of the bridge? No, it has to be a little bit next to the bridge. So that means temporarily at least the bridge is going to be out of commission. Only very temporarily. If I get rid of snapping. It's not going to let me. Pull you out this way. Like a completely parallel road. Something... It's interesting that I can actually go this straight on for that far. Would I have done that here? No. I guess like the approach was a little different. Okay, where do we go? There, up to here. It's like, how far can I get? Alright, let's hook you up to there. We'll upgrade this section of road, I suppose, and then use the bypass for the time being. We'll upgrade this section of road, we'll build another bypass, and go piece by piece. Because I don't want to slow this construction down, but I also would like these roads to be upgraded sooner rather than later. These roads are actually going to be our first full-fledged asphalt road with streetlights and sidewalks, I think. Do we need the streetlights make vehicles move faster after the sun has set? Do we really need those? We can maybe do that upgrade later, get the electronic components and stuff coming through later. Yeah, because we don't need the sidewalks. We're not in a rush for sidewalks. So sure, just the asphalt road for the time being. Yeah, go ahead and upgrade this section, please. Make sure the bridge is still accessible so that we can continue the construction over here. That way these pump jacks, you know, as soon as they get their power, they'll be able to start producing oil, and when the trucks are able to come through, they'll have plenty to start with. Hopefully we'll start exporting oil before we hit 300k, which is what I said for 1 million and 500k and then 400k and now 300k. We'll get there, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Happiness is on the up and up as well, 71%. If we take a look at population statistics, if we take a look at all time, escapes are still just at 2. We're almost at 250 births, which is another great milestone to hit. Just the 31 deaths, that's completely reasonable, I'd say. Like, yeah, people are going to die, obviously. That's how the world works. And there's the garbage truck coming through to empty out the garbage at this pub. Beautiful. Oh, that must have been disgusting. That must have been disgusting. Let's go ahead and get rid of these footpaths. Don't need them anymore. You as well. Don't need you anymore. Beauty. Yeah, beautiful. It was all connected. Kind of wild to see this restructuring actually work out okay. Now the question is, how are we going to get power across the river? Again, I'm thinking, yes, we get medium voltage wire. Where? I'm thinking we pull it from here because we're going in that direction, right? Using like this. We go straight across as far as we can. Look up to there. Try and keep a consistent distance to the road so it looks nice. That kind of a thing. There. Move further along. Up to maybe around here, actually. So let's see, if we go ahead and get a switch down over here, maybe go with a 5 times. Trying to figure out how many connections we'd like to spawn off of this one, you know? 5 times is safe, but how much are we drawing off of that one medium voltage is the thing, right? Because remember, all this is coming from this one line that we've drawn out of Al-Balutakia. So that thing's going to reach its limit at some point. So maybe a 5 times isn't a good idea. Maybe that's me overdoing it. Because eventually we can also draw power from the other side of the map too. There's the source of power up over here, right? From Galeki. That's actually got a high voltage connection. And while it's very far away, it is an option for when that side of the river eventually develops. So yeah, 5 times is perhaps too much. Let's just get a more normal switch here. And yeah, perhaps we drop it at this intersection. Pause your construction for the time being, please. Go ahead and hook you up like so. We'll be able to pull cable out this way if we want to. In fact, I could probably draw this out this way right now. Because we're never going to... I mean, are we? We might expand over here. Sure, let's leave that option open. And at that point, we can do a 5-time switch if it's necessary. But what about you, buddy? This winding road can stay winding. What about our power here? Pull you up to here. Draw you across like this. Yep, that looks good. Now it's just a matter of where the substation goes. And if we need just one or... Oh yeah, okay, one should do the trick. Copy down like over here perhaps. Eventually what the refining and stuff is going to happen way too far up over there. So, actually, might be able to cover it. Trying to find where this pump jack connects. Way up over there. We'll do the infrastructure. Yeah, I think we just go down over here and then, yeah, when we get the massive refineries and stuff, at that point in time, we're probably drawing power from Galecki, spending dollars, by the way, to get power from there. Or we have our coal power plant set up, and it's a whole different kind of ball game. Geez, but again, that suggests we should get a switch set up over here. Or do we draw a separate line in? Let's see, if I put a switch down over here. Trying to find the right spot for it. Trying to find the right spot for it. I can connect in like so. Sure, you know what, here. I think if I put it down over here, we've got a bit of something going on. Nothing else is going to fit in here, or I don't... Well, I think I was planning on doing kind of a parallel loading area over there. I'd like to leave room for that. Otherwise, this can probably go down over here. Like so. Down a little bit. This wire can then... come up to here. Head over to here. Again, if I do want to have that building over here, I want to make sure there's room for it, right? So, make sure this is on either side of where the road would be. Right, so the road can go through. Right now it can't. Planning ahead. There we go. Road can go through now. And this would connect over there. Alright, cool. And then we get the substation. Geez, like this is not a bad spot. Yeah, it's not a bad spot at all. Everything gets connected, including that pump jack. Nothing else will fit in here. So, sure, let's do that. Again, suspend this construction. And... bring you... I wonder here if the underground is the right way to go. Probably way too expensive, right? 1.2 tons of gravel. 1.12 tons of electronic components. That's not too shabby. Keeps it kind of clean, but it's an industrial area, so I'm not too fussed about having power lines. It's the difference between steel and gravel, though. Gravel's much cheaper. It'll take longer to build, but that's okay. Alright. Bring you out to here. Hook you up like so. Okay, we gotta... There we go. I think that makes the most sense. And this will go up and connect to a substation somewhere up over here where all the refineries and stuff are going to be. And like in the meantime, the pump jacks are built as well. So again, they can't work until they actually have power, but that's exactly what we've been planning for the last little bit. Figured out how power is going to be brought in. We're making progress on the road here as well, so that's all well and good. I guess we start the construction on this massive infrastructure project. because without it, we're not making any money. Without it, we're not actually getting any oil. Meanwhile, down over here, this thing's almost done. Beautiful progress. Foreign and local workers alike down over here, 20%, 23%. So this is coming along nicely. We should probably upgrade this road section before I forget. Gravel road, please. There you go. Construction offices will, I'm pretty sure, assign themselves. Yep, there we go. But otherwise, feeling pretty good. Feeling very good, folks. Look at that. You can see, like, it's a huge chunk of growth. And once those cables get put down, once those wires get put down, you'll see the parallel lines kind of running across. Very exciting times ahead, folks. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel. Lets me know what I should do more or less of and how I should go about doing it. This session felt like a good one with a decent bit of progress, and we're right on the cusp of exporting oil, and that's going to make such a big difference. Folks, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. They'll keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Till next time, cheers.